Hello.
Hey, it's me.
Hi.
Hi. You don't have to come from early. The tires last all right. So,
Oh, which one?
the same one that left cover is always flat.
Okay, well, okay. Well, I'll get that fixed.
I'm not going to get to ride tonight. Did you have a chance to go walk?
There's no boxes here. They're calling the guy to ask Davis. He's not working today, or he's not working here.
Okay.
So that's all I know.
Thank you. Let me know what happened. I mean,
Okay.
they're not going to send us a replacement if they're, if they have records that they were delivered. So,
Okay, I'll let you know when I know something.
thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
then in the trailer house, the roof's only like 7, 8 foot tall. My dad's 5'8". The chairs were. It's the Richard Briggs, that's my lawyer boss. You see over here on the very right-hand side? Right there. That one. The video.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have 9 o'clock. I'm gonna go ahead and call the docket. I'll ask the attorneys to give me their announcements. Any person who doesn't have an attorney or your attorney doesn't answer, please let me know that you're here. Apart from that, keep your electronic devices muted, please. State versus Christina Garcia.
Your Honor, I was just retained to represent Ms. Garcia. I e-filed a notice of appearance this morning, and she should be logging in.
That is correct, Your Honor.
I see her.
Marcus confirming, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Esteban Guerrero.
Your Honor, it's Grady Roberts. I'm answering for Katie. He's here in our office. We need to confer.
If you confirm. Cynthia Ibarra.
Your Honor, she is in the jail in Zavala County, and I need to confer with Mr. Bland this morning about that case.
Okay. Jacob Trujillo.
Judge, that's my case. Mr. Trujillo should be pleasant. It's an MTR, and Judge, he has a new #1 in Bexar County that's set for a plea on May the 10th. And I was going to ask for a setting after that date. That's going to determine what happens there, whether he gets probation. In my case here will be a plea if true after that.
He's not present in the courtroom.
He should be on Zoom, Judge.
All right, Mr. Trujillo.
Is he not answering, Judge?
No, there are some phone numbers, but I'll mark him no show for the time being and recall.
I'll track him down and have him log on, Judge. He should be.
Caleb Daniels.
Your Honor, he is in custody in Zavala County, and this is a jury trial case, so I'll just need another date.
Murder him. Martin Martinez.
He should be logging in, Your Honor. He called my office this morning for the login information.
Not present in the courtroom.
Yeah, mark him no show for the time being. Saul Vasquez.
Here, Your Honor.
And agreed to reset to 422.
All right, we'll just post that in chat.
That's Katie's case.
All right, I see Mr. Trujillo just signed on. Mary Jane Roman.
Morning, Judge. That's a trial. She's in custody. I'd like to reset to 422.
All right, Stephen Hardy.
Yes, sir.
All right, is your attorney present?
That's a great question.
Okay, I'll mark you present and we'll check. She's probably signed on to court somewhere else. Manuel
Thank you.
Garcia.
Your Honor, he should be in custody in Zavala County, and this is another jury case. I'll just need another date.
Naomi Leal.
I represent her. She's supposed to be here. She has an outstanding warrant, which we'd like to have withdrawn this morning if she's here. I don't know if she's in the courtroom.
Not present in the courtroom.
All right,
I'll check on her.
no show for the time being. Ernesto Morales.
I'm here for him. I'm surprised he's not on. I mean, we talked yesterday.
He's on. He's on.
Okay.
Hello?
There you
Judge,
go.
There he is. Okay.
yes, if I could, I just need to go to breakout briefly with Leslie and
Okay, I'm going to make Miss Poppy the host, ask her to make me the co-host. So she'll be doing the breakout rooms. Okay, he's got several cases. Mario Martinez.
Judge, he should be in custody, I believe, in Dimmitt County.
Yes, he's in Dimmitt County.
Yeah, Mario Martinez.
Okay, Anthony Laguna.
I'm not sure where he is, Judge. I'll try to track him down.
Not present in the courtroom.
Mark him no show for the time being. John Lee Garcia.
Not present in the courtroom.
All right, this says first appearance. He's kind of old for first appearance. All right, no show. Anthony Laguna again, no show. Abel Trevino.
Present. I'm present, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Briggs, is that your?
Yes, and I'm sorry, Judge. We're going to reset that case. It's going to be a trial.
Okay. Basilio Plaza Jr.,
Your Honor, he is in custody in LaSalle County. This case needs to be passed today. We're waiting on some discovery.
Joe Gallardo,
Your Honor, he is present on Zoom. This is a trial case. I'll be asking for a date, but I wanted to see if I can get a room to confer with Mr. Gallardo.
all right, Ms. Poppy is in charge of those.
Thank you.
Luciano Morales Jr.,
Not present in the courtroom.
I'm not sure if he was picked up on a warrant or not, Your Honor. I don't know. It popped up on the docket. I don't know. I'll have to confer with the state on that.
all right, I'll mark him no show. Raimundo Espinoza,
He should be on Zoom, Your Honor.
He's in custody in Karnes County.
Good morning, Raimundo Espinosa here.
That's that's Raimundo Espinosa. He's on Zoom.
yes.
Conferring on that.
Okay, so he's not in custody. He's,
No, present.
all right. Rene Gutierrez,
Good morning, Judge. He is on, I noticed he's on the Zoom already. And we'll need a new setting, but I'd like to confer beforehand with Ms. Carranza.
okay, you should have received a message in chat from the coordinator, what dates are available.
Let me look.
There's Mr. Gutierrez, I'll mark him present.
Thank you, sir. Oh, I see it.
Michelle Nieto,
I'm present for her, Judge. I don't believe she's going to be with us today. She is still in hospice with congestive heart failure, but I'll confer with the state.
thank you. Andrew Bennett,
He should be with us.
Present, Your Honor.
and I'll mark you conferring. Moises Espinoza,
Yeah, he's in Karnes County. I filed a waiver of arraignment yesterday.
all right, thank you. Xavier Williams,
He is present, Your Honor. And you can mark as conferring.
Julian Hernandez,
I represent him, Your Honor. I don't,
He's present in the courtroom, Your Honor.
if you can mark as conferring.
Javier Gonzalez,
Not
Vargas?
present in the courtroom.
Mr. Vargas, is that your client? You're muted.
Yeah, my client is Moses Espinosa, Your Honor. He's in Karnes County.
Okay, and
Oh, no.
Javier Gonzalez shows to be yours too.
No, I'm sorry. Javier's not my client, Your Honor. I'm mistaken. It's just Moses Espinosa. Apologize.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you to get with the coordinator's office because the docket reflects he's your client. And
Okay.
let's make sure that he's not your client. I'll mark him no show for the time being. Michael Creel,
He's present in the courtroom.
Yeah, he should be in the courtroom. That's a plea. I'll need to be put in a breakout room with him to get the paperwork signed.
Michelle Vaquera,
Not sure where she is, Judge, but that's going to be a trial if she's there. I'll try to track her down.
Not present in the courtroom.
no show. Gabriel Garcia,
He is present, Your Honor, conferring.
Chase Owen,
Mr. Owen's present. Mr. Owen, can you announce? Wave your hand.
I see him.
Okay, thank you. And that's a trial track case, Your Honor. I'll post it in chat.
Jesus Hernandez. Custody.
Zavala County.
Joe Corona.
He should be present, Your Honor.
Not present in the courtroom.
All right. Mark Kenosha. Martin Martinez again. Forget what the
Yes, Your Honor,
announcement-
that's the same one from page 1. I don't know if he's logged in yet or not.
Okay. And Moises Espinoza.
Carnes, he's in custody in Carnes County.
Moses is Espinosa. It's a waiver of Raymond on file, Your Honor.
Okay, that's for all of his cases.
He has only he's one of them was just a arraignment, and the other one's is just a trial reset.
Okay, and your announcement on Jesus Hernandez Jr.
Your Honor, I'm still trying to get in contact with him on this. If I can give me a little more time on this.
He's in custody, I believe. Was that the announcement?
We can reset it for April 22nd, Your Honor.
Okay, I have him down as custody. Is that correct? Did somebody else hear that? Bottom of page 6.
Yes, and Zavala.
Okay. All right. Anyone else told to be here today? Your case was not called.
Judge, Mr. Trujillo has signed on now. He was late, but he is present.
Okay.
And I'll need to confer
Yes,
with Mr.
I have him
Lamb.
on page 1.
If I can be put in a breakout room with Kenny whenever you have a chance, Judge.
Okay. I'm not the host. Ms. Poppy's in charge of those. Anyone else told to be here today?
Yes, Your Honor. I don't know if I missed it. Mr. Stephen Hardy.
I'm here.
Yes, he's here.
I'm
Mark, you
present.
confirm.
If I could confer with Ms. Carranza, please.
Okay.
Your Honor, Naomi Leal is here also. She's present in my office.
All right.
You need to see her. Here she is. Everyone can see you.
I have no clue.
Wave.
All right. Anyone else?
I'm here, sir. Hello.
Okay, Christina Garcia, I'll mark you yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Is that it?
Judge, I just wanted to make mention on one of them earlier on, you said for first appearance, that was a really old case. The reason for that is I got an email from the district clerk's office on February 10th saying that the warrant had been returned. So that's why we're just now setting that John Lee Garcia.
Okay.
And then the same goes for Luciano Morales Jr., 2001-10, with Mr. Zamora. We just got the warrant return email on 2/10 on that one as well. So that's why they're set today.
Okay, that's fine.
And Mr. Vargas on his Javier Gonzalez, on the bottom of page 5, today's date was a reset from 12/17, which he was the attorney on that one at that time as well.
Okay, thank you.
I'll start doing the breakout rooms. I've made a list of everyone who's asked for one. I'll get those done first, and then I'll start looking more at the chats as well.
All right, that sounds good. I have to go to the Floresville High School on a civil case. I would expect it'll be 10:30 or so before I get back. So I'm going to ask everyone who needs to confer. If there's no dispute that the case is being set to a new date, the attorney can just post that to me, or to everyone rather, in chat in the name, pardon me, in the cause number, name, date format. And I will be back at 10:30 to work on pleas and anything else that's ready to go.
Judge, before you go, so if we agree to a new date, once we post it, then they're excused and their client is excused?
Yes.
Okay, just want to be sure. Thank you.
And Judge Wilson, before you leave, we've been getting a lot of calls about the 11 o'clock. Do you need me to do anything for that?
Nope.
Okay.
And give them the link if they need it. They're just supposed to sign in.
I don't have the link.
Okay, just
Unless
just the link to this.
To this today?
Yes, no, I swear, I went in, okay, you're the host. Do you see interpretation at the bottom?
Yes.
Good. And from now on, let's select interpretation, and you just have to put an email address in there. It didn't even have to work. So I went ahead and modified all of them for this week and next. That way, if we need the interpreter, we can just add them in later.
Okay. So for yours, we will do that. I'll let Lori know also.
Your Honor, on page 3, John Garcia just showed up in the courtroom.
Thank you.
Your Honor?
Yes.
Your Honor,
Yes.
Naomi Leal is here. We would like to ask you to withdraw the warrant on her so we can pick a new date. I believe we pretty much agreed on that, but she had a warrant and they told us to have her here today and she's here.
Okay. I mean, if it's agreed, just post it to me. If it's not agreed and the state signed off on it, just post it to me. Yes, I have her down as present. If it's not agreed, then I'll have a hearing and resolve that when I get back.
All right, she's present. Thank you, Judge.
All right, anything else before I take off?
Your Honor, Joe Corona, present.
He's on the bottom of page 5, Judge.
Page 6.
6, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll mark you present. Okay, he's marked as present. All right, I shall return.
Leslie, is Mr. Lamb on with you today?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kenny, I didn't see you. I'm going to go ahead and put you in with Mr. Roberts. He requested that. And then, Ms. Franz, I'm going to put you in with Mr. Granzine.
Okay.
And Jennifer, can I be, this is Robert Maurer. Can I be in line with Kenny when Mr. Roberts finishes?
Oh.
Who was just speaking?
That's
Asking to
Robert
be in line
Maurer.
with-
Robert Maurer, Jennifer, it's Robert Maurer.
Okay. Sorry, I don't have everything up at the same time I'm doing that. Mr. Zamora, you wanted to speak with your client, right? Joe Gallardo? Mr. Zamora, are you with us? Adrian, you wanted to speak with your client, right, Mr. Perez?
Yes, he's in the courtroom, Mr. Creel.
Okay, is there any way y'all can help us out in the courtroom?
Yes, we have a laptop set up in the DA's office.
Oh, perfect.
I gave Mr. Creel, or I emailed some plea paperwork to the clerk's office yesterday. I'll need those printed out so Mr. Creel could sign them.
I think that's Stephanie taking the papers now.
Okay, probably.
Stephanie, what are you,
I'm
I'm sorry, what? Go ahead.
Liz Arvela, she's gonna set it up. She'll let you know exactly what computer she's on, so she can give you the name.
Okay, perfect. That's what I was gonna ask for.
Okay, thank you.
Everyone else I have down is waiting to confer with the DA's office. Mr. Zamora, are you needing to speak with Mr. Galliard or?
Yes, ma'am. Joe Gallardo, Elizondo.
Galliardo, there we go.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't hear when you were calling me.
Okay, let me put you in a breakout room.
Jennifer,
Mr. Galliardo, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with your attorney. That's where you and him can speak privately. When you're done, leave the room and not the meeting.
Jennifer, can you tell me if Javier Gonzalez is in jail?
Can you give me a call number, please?
20-05-00048F.
What were the last two digits?
48F.
48?
Yes.
2005-00048. So he's not on our docket today?
Javier Gonzalez, 20-05-00054F.
54.
Page 5, last one on page 5.
I don't have any notations on him. Does anyone online know? District Clerk's office or?
No, we have the same information as you, Jennifer. He's not in custody whatsoever. We received the list, but he's not on there.
Just out and about.
Jennifer, the last thing we have is for him to appear on the 23rd, which is today.
Okay, same here.
Jennifer, my two missing clients are here now. Do I need to wait for Judge to come back to reset those?
No, sir. Just let us know who they are and let us see them, and then just post the new reset date to chat, or let me know if you want to confer with them.
Yes, I have Michelle Vaquera. Can you unmute yourself and wave your hand? Bottom left corner.
Right here.
Okay.
Right hand.
And then
Where's she at on the docket, Mr. Perez?
Page 6, number 2 on page 6.
Okay.
we're gonna reset that to 422 if Mr. Lamb has no objections.
No objections, yeah. And then who else?
Anthony Laguna, he's also logged on late. I just saw him.
Page 3, number 4 on page 3.
Mr. Laguna, can you say hello to Miss Poppy so she can see you?
Hello.
Wave your hand. We'd also like to
Okay.
reset that to 422 if Mr. Lamb has no objections.
That'd be Leslie's case, but
Or Ms. Carranza has no objections.
I'm
In the
not.
breakout room right now.
Okay.
Jennifer, can I confer with Kenny real quick, please, on Jacob Trujillo?
I had Mr. Mauer next. I don't know who was speaking.
That was
That's me.
Mr. Mauer.
Mauer.
Can we
Okay.
also have adult probation in there with us, please?
Kenny brings the big guns.
Who's on from adult probation today? I don't see Joanne's name.
It's just
Oh,
says
okay.
adult probation.
Yeah, I see it now. Did John Lee Garcia appear?
Yes, Jennifer, he's present here in the courtroom.
Okay, it's his first appearance. Did he need to be interviewed?
Yes, we have an affidavit already filled out. We just need to send it to you.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Perez, it looks like your guy's up and running on a computer. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room now.
Hopping him a little bit. All right. So she has to be good, but why don't you hang tight, Bridget? Let's see if we can get her back on.
Right now I have Mr. Wolf and Mr. Guerrero, or Miss Guerrero, waiting for Miss Carranza. Is there anyone else that needs a breakout room?
Yes, this is Michael Zamora. I'll need to talk to Ms. Carranza also at some point,
Okay,
and Mr. Lamb, whichever one is available.
okay.
And I did post a date for Joe Gallardo in the chat, and Mr. Gallardo, you can be excused. The judge isn't going to come back, so April 22nd is the date.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Joe, you can log off, Joe.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Thank you.
Mr. Zamora,
Yes.
this is Martin Martinez. I barely figured out how to get on this Zoom deal.
Okay. Jennifer, can I get a room with Martin Martinez? He's the 973 phone number.
Yes, sir. I'll put you in a breakout room right now.
Thank you.
Mr. Martinez, I'm going to invite you to a breakout room, and that's where you can talk with your attorney privately. And when you're done, leave the room, not the meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Jennifer, can I get in line to see Ms. Carranza also on Jesus Hernandez?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Lamb, are you available to speak with Mr. Zamora?
Jennifer, was there anybody else that needed to speak to me?
Yes, Mr. Zamora was requesting to talk with you.
Okay. I think he's in there with Leslie, I'm assuming.
No, she's still in a breakout room.
I don't see, that's why I don't see Michael anymore.
Oh, he's in a breakout room with his client, sorry.
Oh, okay.
But he's requesting to speak with you also.
Perfect.
Jennifer, could I get with John Lee Garcia in the courtroom?
Yes, sir. Stephanie, is there any way for them to speak, or do we need to wait for the room where Mr. Perez is with his client?
Correct. We'll have to wait till Mr. Perez is finished with his client.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do that, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Zamora, are you ready to speak with Mr. Lamb?
Yes.
Ms. Poppy? Ms. Poppy?
Yes, sir.
This is Grady Roberts. We've made all of our entries in the reset, and I'd like to be excused. I have met with Mr. Lamb, and we've done what we can do today.
I'm going to scan it real quick and make sure I have them all written out. 1 second, sir.
Okay.
I think the only one I haven't caught yet, there we go, Noemi Leal. There it is.
Yeah, and we're getting the NISI recall form from the district clerk now,
It's on our website, sir.
and I'm going to send it to Kenny.
Okay, well, that form's on our website also.
Well, I thought she needed to walk over there, so I just let her. I didn't know it was on the website, but we can get it from the website. Would you rather us do that? Where's our website?
Okay, it looks like I have a reset date for you, sir, on all of them. Thank you very much.
Is that Ernesto Morales?
Yeah, Mr. Roberts, yes, you can be excused. We have dates on everything you've posted to chat, so thank you.
Thank you.
Who else is speaking?
Jennifer, this is Kurt Granzi, Ernesto Morales. We've agreed to a reset of 3/18.
And what's that reset for? Is that a plea or?
It
something
should
of
be a
that
plea, yes. On one of the
3/18.
cases.
Okay, sir. I see that you've posted that as well, so you both are excused.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna go ahead and put Mr. Wolf in with Miss Carranza. She's in breakout room 2 still. I don't know if she's waiting for me to put people in there, or maybe she's working on something, but I'm gonna put you in there with her and see what happens, Mr. Wolf. Are you still there, sir? Mr. Wolf? I'm gonna put you in
Yes.
breakout room. I'm gonna put you in breakout room 2 right now with Leslie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Stephanie, it looks like that extra room is now open.
Yes, we're just getting the defendant in the room and then we'll be able to get him with his attorney.
And that's Mr. Garcia?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to go ahead and put you in there, Mr. Boyer. It's breakout room 5 where they currently are. We'll just move you into that.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you. I'll be right back. I have to step to the front of the office real quick.
Frio District Clerk just wants to verify, is Martin Esteban Martinez online?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir. We just want to make sure you're present.
Okay, no problem.
Did anyone need anything?
Not right now, Jennifer. I mean,
Sorry, I had just gotten up and I wanted to make sure. I was
No
telling them about
worries.
the 11 o'clock.
Do you want to just do a quick rundown of all the dates that I have so that
Yeah, I think we have quite a few holes left, right?
yeah.
I do.
So I mean all of page 1 is done, 2 is mostly done. So I just kind of want to like make sure that I'm not missing anything.
Oh, I don't
if
even have
go-
page 1 is being done.
Oh,
But I've been doing all the breakout rooms, so I haven't sat here and
exactly.
reconciled.
And then whenever I jump into one and they come out and post, I can't see it. So I can give you the dates that I have. And then if Joanne's there too, and the district clerks, we can kind of compare.
That's fine.
So Christina Garcia, 318.
And Christina, if you can hear, 318 is going to be the new court date, and you can be excused.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye.
Esteban Guerrero, 318. Cynthia Ibarra, 318. Jacob Trujillo is 422. Caleb Patrick Daniels is 422. Martin Martinez is 422.
And Martin Martinez, we're resetting your case to 422, and you can log off. You're excused.
Thank you, sir.
April 22nd.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Saul Vasquez on page 2 is 422. Mary Jane Roman is 422. I don't have anything for Hardy. Manuel Garcia's 422.
I'm in a breakout room with Miss Carranza real quick. Miss Guerrero, are you available?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me put you in there real quick. Sorry, Kenny.
No worries, no worries.
Okay, we're on the fourth one down, page 2.
Yes, Manuel Garcia's 422. Naomi Leal is 422. And I don't have anything for Ernesto Morales.
I have 318 for
Okay.
him.
318. So the next 3 cases. Okay. I don't have anything on Mario Martinez.
I don't either yet.
Anthony Laguna's 422. Don't have anything on John Lee Garcia. I don't have an attorney.
422 TRLA.
Okay. Okay. Anthony Laguna, 422 again. Abel Trevino is going to be 422.
So Anthony Laguna showed up. I missed that.
Yes.
Okay.
I showed 2 check marks for him.
Gotcha.
Oh, Adrian had, it was one of the 2 that Adrian had
Okay.
notified us of. Basilio Plaza is 422.
Did you have anything for the Trevino above it?
422.
Okay.
He just posted it right now. Joe Gallardo, 422. And then we had a question for the district clerks and Liz.
Yes, Kenny.
On Luciano Morales, is he in custody?
No, Kenny, he's not. His warrant was served, so he is out. He's
Okay.
was served. He was released.
Okay, so I'm going to put him as absent. Michael, I'm going to be asking for a nice eye on him.
Okay.
Raimundo Espinoza is going to be 422.
And Raimundo, April 22nd is going to be your new court date, so you can be excused. You can log off.
Thank you so very much. Have a great day.
All right, you too.
Rene Gutierrez is going to be 422.
Kenny, before we leave that page, back to district clerk on Luciano Morales Jr. Can we double check and make sure notice went out to him?
Yes, Jennifer, I'll check on that.
Okay, because I want to make sure that we sent the document for them to send out to them.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Page 5.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I did message. I was just telling Zavala County that we're going over the docket. Michelle Niet, is Mr. Briggs here? Oh, there's Mr. Briggs.
Jennifer, he was sent notice.
Okay, thank you. So make sure I didn't mess that up somehow.
No, you're fine. Thank you.
Okay. On Michelle Nieto, I'll hold off. I need to speak to Mr. Briggs at some point. Andrew Bennett. I don't have anything on that.
I just posted 422, Kenny.
422? Okay. And Mr. Briggs, since you're here, on Michelle Nieto,
Yes.
she's the one that had the heart issues. Were you able to get documentation and everything for the court?
I believe I already sent you that.
Because I think we were just asking for additional, just like why we got it reset to this date was because last time she had those issues.
Yeah,
Let me see if I have anything additional from you.
and she still does. It looks like it's going to be a terminal thing, but
Give me 1 second, just to. Yeah, I don't show anything, Mr. Briggs. At least not in my email or anything.
okay. Okay.
If
Let
you
me.
have anything else, if you have anything, please send it to me, and then I can agree to a reset down the road for her. But at this point, I don't have anything in my email.
Okay. Okay. Let me check through my stuff and I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
And I also need to talk with you about Joe Willie Corona when you get a minute.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So on Moises Espinoza, 422. And then Xavier Williams is 318.
And Xavier, March 18th is your new court date, and you can be excused. You can log off.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
What is that set for, Mr. Zamora?
March the 18th.
The setting, what is it for?
Oh, I'm sorry. Another pretrial date. Or, yeah.
Oh, okay. Those are plea dates or MTR dates?
It may be a plea date.
Okay.
Yes, we are working on an agreement.
And then Julian Hernandez is going to be 422. I mean, 318. Sorry.
Is that a pretrial date or to plea on that one?
Well, a pretrial date, unless that's not good, then I can do 422.
No, that's fine. I just need to make sure I'm notating them correctly.
Okay. And he, I think they said he was in the courtroom, and I wanted to ask the clerk if I can set something up where I can talk to him.
I believe that room is free.
Yes, we're getting him set up to go over there.
Okay.
Mrs. Zamora, do you want me to put you in right now?
Yes, please.
Wait, do you have anybody
Okay.
else, Michael?
I have a couple. I'm waiting to confer with Leslie on.
Oh no, I was saying that we're going to be dismissed right now, or like
dismissed.
Like what's it called? Dismissed from the hearing. No, I don't think you have anybody else.
Yeah.
Jennifer,
It'll
the
be
ones that
room 5.
Got it.
Yes, Mr. Perez?
the ones that Kenny just read are those my clients are good to go. Vaquera and Laguna for 422.
Yes, if he read the date out, yes, sir.
Okay, Michelle and Anthony, you're good to go. It's 422. Give me a call in a week or so. Okay, we'll catch up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Michael Thomas Creel is going to be a plea.
Paperwork should be on its
What's
way
the date on it? I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's going to be a plea right now.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Page 6.
And then Vaqueta's 422. Michael needs to talk to Leslie on Garcia. Chase Cole Owen was going to be 4-1. Or did that date change?
That's the date I have.
Okay.
Do you know what his settings for? I tried to ask him, but he was already off.
I do not know. He took off pretty quick.
So the 4-1 date is a plea or an MTR date, so I was assuming it was to plea.
I don't know. I really don't. I don't want to make an assumption on that one.
Because, I mean, are y'all, when I post the dates, do I need to be more clear about anything?
I mean, if it's for you can set it for pretrial, and then if they work out a deal, it may just be fine that way. I don't know about Hernandez. Mr. Briggs needs to talk to me about Corona. And then Martin Martinez is already 422, and Espinoza is 422.
Good deal.
And then, yeah, I can be in the room with Mr. Briggs whenever you get a chance, Jennifer.
And Mr. Boyer, I think you're good unless you need to do something else.
No, I'm good. I'll just send Kenny. I'll send you an email just for discovery on John Garcia.
Oh, on John. Wait, which one's
John
John?
Lee Garcia.
What page?
Page 3, second from
That's
the
gonna
bottom.
be, yeah, that's gonna be Leslie's case. But let me do it real quick. I can. Are you already set up with us? Is that under your name or me's or?
I'm still trying to figure out how our office is doing things. Send it to TPD felony.
Okay.
We've got firewalls set up, but
Let me see real quick. Find the case first. That's gonna be Leslie's case, but and you should have discovery on it.
good. And Jennifer, do you need Roland anymore?
No, I believe we're good.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And Jennifer,
Thank you.
I'll jump into
Okay.
breakout 7 if you want to throw Mr. Briggs in there.
Okay, I'll do that.
Jennifer, do you need me, just email me.
Excuse me?
If you need me, just email me.
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you.
Y'all be safe. Bye-bye.
You too. Is Mr. Vargas still with us?
Right
There you
here.
are. I'm gonna put you in with Leslie right now, okay?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, Miss Cindy.
Hi, Jennifer. Thank you for letting me in. I'm just going to I'm going to turn my video off, but just kind of listen so I hear when that Wilson County case comes up that didn't finish yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good. The judge is gone right now. He's planning to return at 10:30 and finish a plea. And then I believe that's supposed to start at 11 is what I was told.
Okay.
So that's sort of just a timeline.
All
Okay,
right. Thank you so much. What did she say?
Miss Guerrero, I see that you posted on Mr. Hardy.
Yes, ma'am.
For 4/22.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's all we needed at this time, and we'll see you back on that date.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Hardy. Please
Thank
go
you.
home too.
Have a good day.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye-bye.
Jennifer, I had posted a reset already for Julian Hernandez, and he's in the courtroom. I just finished conferring with him, and I guess I wanted to ask the clerks to, I guess, let him know that he can be excused. Gloria? Yeah, just make sure that he, well, I already told him the date, the 3/18.
Yes, we gave him a reset order.
Thank you, Gloria.
Yes, you're welcome.
And you still needed to speak with Leslie, correct?
Yes, there's one case I'm still waiting to reset. I want
Okay.
to get with her about the date.
She's in with Mr. Vargas right now, but you're next.
Thank you.
Adrian, are you doing okay? You're just waiting for your plea?
I'm doing fine. Just waiting for my plea. Thank you.
Okay, he said he'd be back around 10:30.
Okay, thanks.
Mr. Briggs, were you needing to speak with your client in Dimmitt County?
Not at this time, Jennifer. I just spoke with him back on the 9th of this month. So, and frankly, I already have him set for 3-1. I'm not sure how that happened, but, or I could just, it's going to be a trial anyway. So I'm going to, I would prefer to just push it out to 4/22, but
Trying to find what page he's on again.
I think he's on page 3.
That's right. And are you waiting to confer with someone on that, or?
I really don't need to confer with him today.
So you're just gonna post, you're wanting the 4/22 date, you're saying?
Yeah, if that's okay with you.
So that's a fine day. And, you said it was set for 3/1, so move that to 4/2?
Yeah, we'll just move that to
4/22, sorry about that.
4/22.
Can y'all hear us in Dimmitt County?
Yes.
Okay, and is that the only, is that Mr. Mario Martinez in front of the screen right there?
Yes. If I could speak to Richard Briggs, I could use the talk with Richard, see what's going on. It's been 2 years
Mr.
I've
Briggs.
been on the case.
Okay, Mr. Briggs, you available?
I am.
Okay, 1 second. I'll put you in a breakout room, sir.
Jennifer, Leslie stayed in the breakout room if you want to send someone in there.
Yes, Mr. Zamora, I'll send you there shortly.
Okay.
Jennifer, when you get a chance, what was that case that was set for 4/22? You and Mr. Briggs were just discussing it.
It's Mario Martinez, page 3, the third one down. I'm getting ready to put those two in a breakout room. I'll put you on
Okay.
breakout room 9, so if Dimmitt County can join that. Send it to you right now.
So Mr. Martinez will be set for 4/22?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Jennifer, I'm going to step away from the computer for a minute.
Okay.
Jennifer, whenever Kenny's available, if I can speak to him, please.
Yes, sir.
I'm here. I can do that first.
I can wait. It's not a problem.
No. Let's. I'd rather get everything taken care of before.
Put you back in breakout room 7, Mr. Lamb.
Perfect.
Mr. Lamb, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Do you know if Judge Wilson has everything he needs for the plea?
Adrian
Or
or the district clerk?
Stephanie, are you there? Or Gloria?
They may have stepped away too.
Okay. I just want to make sure everything's a go at 10:30.
Yeah, they stepped away. They have it scanned in. They just haven't sent it. They were gonna wait for him to come in so it doesn't get lost. So they haven't sent the paperwork yet.
Okay.
And I have the judgment that I can forward over to the judge.
Jennifer, did you want us to send it right now?
I was just trying to be proactive if he's going to be back here in the next few minutes.
Okay. I'll send it to him. Well, I'll send it to everyone.
And then Kitty, you have it. You just sent your stuff too as well, right?
Yeah, I'm about to just send the judgment.
Okay.
Joanne.
Joanne, she stepped out. She went to her office to print out a paperwork, and she'll be right
Okay.
back.
Jennifer.
Yes, sir.
I got a client on last page on 5, Javier Gonzalez. I cannot locate this guy. I haven't been able to talk to him. Do I need to let the judge know?
Or if you want to speak with Kenny about it, I guess. Kenny
I spoke to Kenny already. Like, it'd be nice, I guess.
Yeah, if that's all you have left, we can inform the judge of that. You have been unable to get a hold of him.
Okay, then I can be excused then?
Yes, sir. That's all you have, I believe. I'm checking the
Yeah.
docket real quick.
Yes. Yeah, well, with the other two, we got reset.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay. The district clerk's already had the judgment too, so they've already forwarded that. Perfect. Thank you, Stephanie.
You're welcome.
We just have Mr. Briggs and Mr. Zamora still in breakout rooms.
I believe
that's
so. And then, yeah, does Leslie have anybody in there with her?
Yeah, she's in there with Mr. Zamora.
Okay. Oh, I guess whatever happened to the Hardy case?
That was reset. She posted to chat. I'm trying to find it.
It's for 422.
422? Okay.
Yes.
I knew I was gonna miss a few in there. And then Mr. Briggs is in there with Mario Martinez. Is it for sure for 422?
That's what he posted, but I haven't heard anything since he's been in there with him.
Okay, I'll write that down. All those are taken care of. Did he post on Michelle Martinez or Michelle Nieto?
No, Kenny.
Okay.
No, not for me either.
So Jennifer, what I've agreed with him on is a reset to 3/9, I think is one of our dates, right?
Yes, sir.
But can we put a note that it's to provide medical records?
Yes,
So that basically what I told him was that for him to provide some doctor about the congenital heart failure and stuff like that, that she's being housed in some hospital. Because otherwise on that day, I'll ask for a nice eye, is what I've told Mr. Briggs.
Understood. So I'm going to set it for PT and I'm going to put that notation in it.
Yeah, and that's why I was figuring to tell you about it, so you can add the extra note for whoever the judge is that day.
Yes, sir.
Beal is plea. Garcia Mazamoro's in there with Leslie. Do we ever get an answer on Jesus Hernandez? On page 6?
We have 422.
Okay, perfect. And then Mr. Briggs was gonna deal with that other one there. Okay, I think we're pretty much down to like the last few.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Thank you.
Judge Wilson?
All right, give me just a moment and we'll start on the Creel case.
Thank you, sir. Sorry, I was in another Zoom. Sorry, I kept you.
Pardon me, Jennifer.
Yes, sir.
Can I get a breakout room with Joe Corona, please?
Yes, sir. 1 second. Mr. Corona, I'm going to invite you to a breakout room with your attorney. It's a room where you can speak with him privately. So when you're done with that, leave the room and not the meeting, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Briggs, you should have gotten room 10.
And is Mr. Creel in custody? Where is he?
He's there in the courthouse on bond, Your Honor.
All right, I had my speakers muted, so if someone's been talking my attention, I didn't hear you. Is Mr.
He should be at the courthouse, Your Honor.
He's present, Your Honor.
All right.
Your Honor, I've just posted a date for Gabriel Garcia. That's the last case that I have. Mr. Garcia, March the 18th is the next court date.
Okay.
And you can be excused. I guess, Judge, can you be excused?
Yes.
Okay, and that's all I have, Your Honor. May I be excused as well?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Get up. March 18th.
They heard you?
Well, and here's what's gonna happen is the OSP is gonna call up to the company. Well, it's gonna call a judge. And then
All right, my Adobe is jammed up. Let's see if we can get this to work without having to reboot my computer. All right, let's see. Okay, calling State of Texas versus Michael Thomas Creel. Are both sides ready?
State's ready.
Defense ready.
Okay, is Mr. Creel the gentleman in the woodland camouflage?
Yes, sir.
All right, are you Michael Thomas Creel?
Yes, sir.
Is that your true and correct name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Creel, can you speak, read, and write the English language?
Yes, sir.
And are you a United States citizen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, despite your representation that you're a United States citizen, I need to caution you that if that is not true, any plea of guilty by you or finding of guilt by me could result in your deportation or exclusion from this country and or a denial of naturalization benefits. Do you still wish to enter a plea today?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any history of mental health problems or mental illness?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Perez, do you believe your client's competent to stand?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, Mr. Creel, you stand charged by indictment with a state jail felony offense of possession of a controlled substance. Specifically, it's alleged that in Frio County, on or about May 19th, 2019, that you intentionally or knowingly possessed a controlled substance, cocaine, in an amount of less than 1 gram. That alleges a state jail felony, which is punishable by confinement for not less than 180 days and not more than 2 years, and by a fine not to exceed $10,000. So do you understand what you're charged with and what the range of punishment is?
Yes, sir.
You understand, sir, that the plea bargain agreement you have with the state is not binding on me. I do not have to follow it, but if I decide not to follow it, I will allow you to withdraw your plea.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You understand also, sir, that if I do follow the plea bargain you have with the state and the sentence I impose is not harder on you than what you have agreed to, that you will not be able to appeal this matter?
Yes, sir.
And finally, sir, do you understand that if your plea bargain is for deferred adjudication probation, and I was to decide to follow it, I would find there was enough evidence to say that you're guilty, but I would not do so. Instead, I would defer or put off a finding of guilt. And if you, and place you on probation. And if you successfully complete that deferred adjudication probation, the case against you will be dismissed. You'll have no conviction, and you may be able to get an order of non-disclosure to keep the state from telling anyone other than law enforcement that you were even arrested. On the flip side, if while you're on deferred adjudication, the state alleges that you have broken the rules, then you could be arrested, be brought back to court, and there would be a hearing on just that question. Did you break the rules? And if the answer to that turns out to be yes, then you could be found guilty and you could be sentenced to anything that's a legal sentence or a state jail felony. That's 180 days to 2 years confinement and a fine up to $10,000.
Yes, sir.
All right, I want to show you some documents that appear to have your signature. Okay. All right, and are you all seeing the admonitions to the defendant?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because it popped up something else. I was worried. All right, it says admonitions to the defendant for plea to the court. And let me ask you on paragraph 2.11, is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
And where it says verification?
Yes, sir.
And do you swear or affirm that everything that appears above your signature on where it says verification is true and correct?
Yes, sir.
I also want to know if you signed at the certificate of appeal,
Yes, sir.
agreed punishment,
Yes, sir.
waiver of preservation of evidence,
Yes, sir.
and discovery acknowledgement.
Yes, sir.
Did you read these documents yourself or did Mr. Perez read them to you?
Mr. Perez went over them with me, yes, sir.
Okay. And did you understand these documents before you signed them?
Yes, sir.
All right. And counsel, do you believe, and are you satisfied with the work your attorney has done for you?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Aviles, I see that you're present with your attorney. We'll get to your case shortly. All right. Mr. Perez, do you believe your client understands the nature of the rights being up, the stipulations of evidence he's making, and the consequences of the plea bargain?
Yes, sir.
And do you also believe you've received all of the discovery you're entitled to in a timely manner?
Yes, sir.
All right, I will accept the discovery compliance certificate and I will find that the defendant made his waivers of right and stipulations of evidence knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily, and I will approve them. And I will ask you, sir, to the offense alleged in the indictment, state jail felony, possession of a controlled substance, do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm sorry?
Guilty.
All right. Has anyone promised you anything other than your plea bargain with the state to get you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
All right. Has anyone harmed you or anyone close to you to get you to make this plea?
No, sir.
Has anyone promised you an early release from your sentence?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll find that you made your plea voluntarily and you're not under any compulsion in making it. I'll accept it. And I will ask what evidence the state has to substantiate the defendant's guilt.
State tender, State's Exhibit 1, it's attachment A.
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, without objection, State's Exhibit 1 is attachment A or admitted evidence. Give me a chance to look at that. but I'll find there is enough evidence to substantiate the defendant's guilt. Are both sides ready for sentencing?
State's ready.
Defense ready.
Okay, I've been given a pre-sentence investigation. Has the defense had a chance to look at that?
Judge, I've actually not been given a copy of the pre-sentence investigation. I'm sorry.
Okay. If you will look in your chat at 10:29 a.m., that was posted to everyone, and I'll let you look that over.
Yes, sir. I've seen the PSI, Judge, have no objections or additions, corrections.
Okay. All right. So let me ask, what is the plea bargain in this case?
Your Honor, the plea bargain in this case is for 3 years deferred adjudication, a fine of $1,500, court cost of $290, community service of 200 hours, drug court fee of $60, drug offender education program, standard drug offender conditions, education, drug and alcohol evaluation, and follow those recommendations, $60 monthly probation fee, and restitution of $180 to the Texas Department of Public Safety.
All right, so you heard what was read into the record by the state's attorney. Is that your agreement with the state?
Yes, sir.
Did the state's attorney add anything or leave anything out?
No, sir.
All right, what sort of work do you do when you are employed, Mr. Creel?
I'm a tower technician.
A what?
A tower technician. I climb cell phone towers.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Like the cell phone towers, microwave towers?
Yes, sir.
You think all the cold is gonna have broken a lot of stuff on towers?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are there any sorts of certifications that you can get as a tower technician that are recognized in that industry?
Yes, sir.
And do you have those?
I have one with me now. Yes, sir.
Okay, are there other ones that you could get?
I can get them, but they're back at home. Yes, sir.
No, sir. Let me rephrase that. I have a I have a doctor of jurisprudence. It's the old LLB, a Bachelor of Law degrees. Okay,
Yes,
you
sir.
can go back to law school if you just want to spend your life in law school, and you can get a Master of Law above that, and you can get a Doctor of Law above that. I don't have those other two, but I could go get them. Are there higher certifications in tower technician that you don't have that you could go and get?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what are they called?
I could get the OSHA 30. There's a bunch of different ones that I could get.
Okay, and what would that involve?
Computer classes and stuff. Physical training.
And would that be helpful to you in your career?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, anything else from either side?
Judge, he does live in Mississippi. I'll need probation to arrange for a transfer.
Okay. All right, then. So let me say a couple of things. One, I will edit this myself. I'm going to amend the deferred adjudication judgment, and I'll go with the deferred adjudication in the 3 years. But what I will do, sir, is I will reduce that to 2 years if within the next year you get your OSHA 30 certification.
Yes, sir.
What I'm looking at is that it looks like this date of offense was almost 2 years ago, and I don't see that you've been a repeat offender or customer. So it sounds like you're already on your way there. You can get off. having served, well, you probably get off very quickly after that if you've done everything else correctly. So I will make that change to your judgment. I'll otherwise follow the plea bargain agreement. I'll find there's enough evidence to say you're guilty, but I won't do so. Instead, I'll place you on 3 years deferred adjudication probation.
Yes, sir.
Remember what I said about deferred adjudication, that if you do everything you're supposed to do, the case will be dismissed. You'll have no conviction. You may even be able to get that order of non-disclosure to keep the state from telling anyone other than law enforcement that you were arrested. But again, if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, then you could be arrested, brought back to court, and found guilty and sentenced from 180 days to 2 years confinement. I don't know how cold it got in Mississippi. There may not be a whole lot of work there. I don't know if you'd be able to work in Texas, but you will have a probation officer in the state of Mississippi. You'll also have a probation officer here in Texas. The probation officer who will send a letter to the district attorney's office, if this ever happens, the one who would send the letter to say, hey, Mr. Creel's not following the rules, we need to ask the judge for a warrant for his arrest, that would be the probation officer in Pearsall, okay? So if you are on probation right there in Pearsall, they can go by where you're supposed to be working and see if you're at work. They can go over to your house on trash day and see if your trash cans are full of beer bottles. They can do a lot to check up on you. They can't do that if you're in Mississippi. So if they're getting pieces of paper or emails from Mississippi from that probation officer over there saying you are not following the rules, then they're not going to have a whole lot of choice but to file that, tell the DA's office about it so they can file a motion to have you arrested and brought back to court. The last thing I'll tell you is I'm not at all saying it's not important for you to make all of these payments that you're supposed to be making. It is. But if the only thing that you're not doing is that you're not making 100% of your payments on time, we will not, the law enforcement will not jump up and file a motion to have you adjudicated guilty just for that. You'll be given an opportunity to make larger payments towards the end of the 3 years, and if absolutely necessary, you could even be extended for some period of time. So if a month happens where you're unemployed and unable to work at all, your water pump blows up and you can't make your payments, do not fail to go and see your probation officer just because you don't want to tell them you don't have the money. Make sure you still don't use drugs and alcohol, do your community service hours, report to your probation officer, even if you can't pay them.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so you understand, sir, that because I have followed the plea bargain agreement in this case, that you have waived the right to appeal and you may not appeal?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll find that you made your post-trial waivers knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily also. I will certify to the Court of Appeals that you have waived the right to appeal and you may not appeal. I wish you good luck, sir. I am going to edit this judgment in just a moment, and then I will get everything posted back to the district clerk's office.
Yes, sir.
And do we already have the thumbprint?
Yes, sir.
I haven't gone to the last page of the judgment, so the thumbprint's on there.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, you're excused for right now, Mr. Creel.
Thank you, sir. My excuse as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Judge Bolton, there's just one other document that I posted earlier today that needs your signature.
Okay.
It's an affidavit of indigency. It was at 9:44.
Okay, I see it right here. Okay, and who is next up in Frio County?
I don't believe that we have any other pleas or anything, Judge.
Okay, I'm sorry. Y'all can't read my mind. Who is next up on the, it already says legal aid. Okay, it's already in there. It's one of their cases. Never mind.
And Your Honor, I already sent the certificate of bailiffs, but if you can please disregard Joe Corona. He made it on.
Okay, I will do that in just a moment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I just posted the affidavit of indigence back to the district clerk's office. So let me finish this up.
Thank you.
Stephanie, could you send me a copy of that later today?
I'm sorry, Jennifer?
Could you send me a copy of that affidavit later today?
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Thank you.
Here, I'll do it. It's no problem.
Oh, okay, I just need to get it to TRLA.
Okay. I didn't want to post it to everyone since it's financial. Okay. It's like a comedy show. Just something different all the time, but this is 2 days in a row. Acrobat has gone back to switching the comment font to Greek. So let me see if I can type this on something else and cut and paste it. Copy and paste it. Okay, that worked. So let me post this to the clerk. All right, I just posted the judgment and the plea package to the clerk's office. All right, what else do we have left on the criminal docket in Frio County?
Your Honor, I think most everything has a date to it. There were a few that had shown up late that I just wanted to make sure with the court that they didn't get a nice eye called on them.
Okay.
Jacob Trujillo had shown up.
All right, let's go from page one. Just tell me who the nice eyes should be.
Oh, they should be. Then no nice eyes on page 1. None on page 2. None on page 3. On page 4, the state would request a nice eye on Luciano Morales, 2001-00010 CRF.
Okay.
On page 5, Javier Gonzalez, state would request a nice eye.
I'm sorry. Can you?
Oh.
All right. No, but my machine is just. Okay.
So Javier Gonzalez on page 5. And then none on page 6 and none on page 7. That's all those would be the 2, Judge.
Okay. All right.
And Judge, one last thing before you leave the docket. Since we've got Mr. Lamb here, Mr. Lamb and I have conferred about Michelle Nieto, 2003-38 CRF. Mr. Lamb is requesting some additional medical.
Your Honor, this was the case that Mr. Briggs had told us that his client has congenital heart issues and is currently in hospice. He had sent me previously just kind of a snapshot letter that he received. We're just requesting that there be additional medical records provided. So we're not asking for a nice eye today to be issued on her, but we're asking to be reset to 3-9 so that Mr. Briggs can get those medical records to the court.
Sounds good.
And I have posted that to chat.
Okay, excellent. All right, and I see someone here on an iPhone 93. Who is that?
Yes, sir. It's Israel Medine.
Okay. And what sort of case do you have?
Mine's for my MTR, sir. I'm just waiting on my attorney right now. He's in the office in a meeting.
Okay, and your name is what?
Israel Medine.
And what county is your case in?
Medina County, sir.
Okay, because you're in the Frio County.
Yeah, no, I'm not supposed to be in Frio County, sir.
All right. Well, you can tell the judge that you have been in the Frio County District Court because, yeah, I'm not finding Israel or Medellin on the docket for today.
So I call Frio County then?
That's where you called. You need to call Hondo.
Oh, this is Frio.
I'm sorry?
Okay, sorry, sir.
Ms. Carranza, is this one of y'all's or Mr. Lamb?
It's not one of ours. He, I guess, inadvertently called Frio County. He needs to call Medina County.
Right.
Okay. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, is that it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. I will let y'all go. And I'll go over my docket later so I can get on the civil case.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah. All right. And All right, Ms. Poppy, are you still the host?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I guess I left, but I didn't leave the meeting. All right. If you would make Mr. Ramos the interpreter for Spanish and English.
Your Honor, would you like me to send the certificate of bailiffs to your email?
No, I have it.
Okay, and I also sent a recall warrant on Naomi Liad.
Okay, I see that. All right.
So you said to make him the interpreter, and that's what I'm attempting to do right now. And you said English to Spanish or Spanish to
Yes.
English? English to Spanish.
Same difference.
Sir, I'm sorry, but I've never done this before. So when I click on the little world, the little round ball interpretation, how do I select him?
I've only done it a couple of times. It should show one person there, like not signed in, but I think that you have to like start typing in his name.
Okay.
And then it'll give you the option and say, yeah, that's who I want to be the interpreter.
Yes, sir. Sure did.
But then you have
Didn't
to
wanna mess
type
it up
somehow
here.
too.
There it is. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Let me ask the attorneys, I'll call in the interest of, it's on Hill. I'm sorry, the name is escaping me. I've got it right here. Castrejón. Are both sides ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Ready, Your Honor.
Ready.
All right, I was able to go to the high school.
Ready. Ready.
All right. Okay, thank you. I was able to go to the, Ms. Aviles, are you asking a question?
No, I say I'm here.
Okay, yes, no, I see you, and to let y'all know, you and Mr. Castrejón know that.
Judge,
Now on.
do you have your Spanish, English on?
Oh, let me see. Okay, I'm on English channel now. Is that better?
I don't see it. I think there's a bunch. There's a bunch. Oh, there it is. Spanish. Okay. Just, thank you.
Ni lo escucho. No, ya lo puse, es que no me daba la opción.
Sí, sí lo escucho.
Okay, give me just a second. Okay, I had a chance earlier today to go by the high school and speak to Angel. He's a very polite young man. I'm sure that he loves both of his parents, and I think that he understood why I was talking to him and what I was asking him, and he made it very clear to me that he did not have a preference, that he didn't want to he did not have a choice between his parents. All right. So let me ask, what is the cost of getting a bond? Have the parties or their attorneys looked into that?
Yes, Judge, I imagine the bond would be a minimum bond for $11,000. The cost, the bond premium would be about $100 a year on that, or a one-time payment of $300. But the concern is they'd have to qualify for that. They'd have to have a source of income to qualify for that bond.
That's correct, Your Honor. That's what Fleer across the street, and that's where I usually send my clients.
Yes, that's who I always used.
About $125. I've never done the $300 bond, but
okay. All right. After having considered everything, I think either parent would be appropriate. The primary concern I would have with Mr. Castrejón is I don't know that he is keeping up with the medical as much as Ms. Aviles did. I'm also concerned that I think that Angel likes being with his siblings. I don't know what's going to happen in the case in Illinois. But what I think is the best right now is to appoint both of the parents as guardians, but because I expect that they would have a disagreement about where he was live, I will allow his father to make that decision as for where the child lives. And as far as medical decisions, they will have equal independent rights. And Ms. Aviles would be able to have full contact with the school and with healthcare providers as an actual guardian, not just as a mom of an adult. Is that something that you think we can write up and reduce to writing?
I think so.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, what can we do about Ms. Aviles having access to the child or to the ward? I mean, obviously, she's going to have the ability to speak with him. I mean, we're almost turning this into, I understand, a SAPSR. So is that something the attorneys think that y'all could confer about, or?
I think so. I think so if Mr. Cedillos is willing to work with me on that.
Yeah,
all right.
I think so.
Well, what I would suggest is I have a bunch of stuff to work on. I will ask Miss Poppy. She's still here. Yeah, she's just got her off. To put y'all into a breakout room, and it can be the attorneys. It can be the attorneys can also have breakout rooms with their clients. And when you either have an agreement or you can't reach an agreement, and we need to go forth and have some sort of disposition this morning, just come back and I will be sitting. right, Ms. Poppy, are you there?
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, okay, all right. So if you would give them.
So just the two attorneys at this time, correct?
I think that would be best. What do the attorneys think?
Yeah, that would be.
Yes.
Okay, all right, I will be here.
All right, John.
I'm gonna work on the,
Carrie, do you want to join us?
oh, I'm sorry. I said two attorneys. Yeah, it's three.
Yeah, if y'all want me to, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, and is Frio County still on? Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I just sent you the bailiff certificate and I removed Mr. Corona.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused after I print?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thank you. You have a nice one.
No, no, pues estamos arreglando.
Oh, no, por lo de la ayuda médica. Me llegó hoy.
Ok, estamos arreglando.
Done speaking. Your microphone is unmuted. Okay, it's, the microphone is on.
About the picture.
Come here. Let's put this.
Okay, where do we stand?
Yes, Your Honor. I think we were able to come to an agreement over some of the general terms, but my client is asking for, we weren't able to agree on like a visit, some kind of visitation. My client was asking for all the vacations and all the holidays since she's not going to be able to see the child, I'm sorry, the ward throughout the year. She said she can't afford like plane tickets for every month for like a standard type visitation. So she was asking for all the vacations and all the holidays, but I don't think Mr. Sidios's client was willing to agree to that.
That's correct, Your Honor. He was willing to split along the lines of the standard possession and split the cost.
Okay. And how about just telephone contact also? Is there
Yeah, if I may, Your Honor, my client was asking for telephone contact basically at, every day is what she was hoping for.
Yeah, reasonable telephone contact. I'm not too late and not too early in the day.
Okay, and hold on, Mr. Negron, it looks like your client got kicked out because she's coming back in.
Oh, great. Oh, and my client was also, we're speaking of visitation, my client was also asking that she be able to come visit with the ward, her son, at any time to check in on him. And I think as co-guardian, I think she would, I think that would make sense for her to be able to check on him at any time she can afford to.
We're okay with that, Your Honor, with reasonable notice.
Okay, and what's reasonable notice? 20 minutes, 2 weeks?
I'm thinking maybe 48 hours.
All right, Mr. Negron?
Oh, I was hoping, I think 24 hours would be sufficient, Your Honor.
I'll go with the 24 hours. Okay, and just the standard visitation, not the extended standard, but the standard visitation for Christmas, Thanksgiving, spring break, and then sometime. This is not a situation, I don't think, where there needs to be necessarily 6 weeks in the summer. And is that what you were looking at, Mr. Negron, or?
Yes, my client was hoping for the whole summer visitation.
Yeah.
Okay, and Mr. Ramos? He was a minute ago. I guess he got kicked off. Mr. Cedios, your other computers got kicked off apparently. He was there a month ago. Okay, do we have the other phone set up with translation for Spanish?
Translation for Spanish.
Judge, do I need to set someone else up?
No, it's just that
We're having problems on my end.
Mr. Sidios's client, I didn't think he had selected the Spanish feed, and I think that's correct. Hopefully he is now.
I did already.
Okay, I've just muted.
Can I just bring him in, Your Honor?
That's great. Well,
Okay.
he's not going to hear the translation if you do that. So
Bring him in.
no, he needs to be able to hear the translation. So, all right, if you can't make it work, then we'll just do it the old-fashioned way and have the switch off the channels.
We can't get it. We're having problems. We're having technical difficulties with my phone.
Okay, so Mr. Ramos, we'll just use you live, and I need to tell everybody to switch off the translation. Just go to standard.
Judge, would you like me to end the interpretation on my end?
Yes, do that if you can.
I've done so.
Okay.
Do you want me to have Mrs. Aviles on the phone, Judge?
No, sir, you can translate live. That way Mr. Tarrajon can hear it also. Castrejón. Okay. All right, I will set the summer visitation then at 30 days.
Muy bien, entonces las visitas de verano van a ser por 30 días.
And I want to say to both parties that.
Y les quiero, y les quiero decir a ambas partes.
The question I was asked was, what is best for Angel today?
Y la pregunta que me hicieron es, ¿qué es lo mejor para Ángel el día de hoy?
I wasn't asked if it was best for him to leave Illinois and come to Floresville.
No se me preguntó si lo mejor para él era dejar Illinois y venir a Floresville.
I wasn't asked where it would be best for Angel to stay when his brother and sister are gone from the house because they're older.
Y no se me preguntó en dónde se iba a quedar Ángel cuando su hermano y su hermana se fueran de la casa, cuando ellos ya fueran mayores.
All right. Let me ask the attorneys.
Permítanme preguntar a los abogados.
I believe that both sides were in agreement that there did not need to be a guardianship for the estate.
Y creo que me dijeron que no había necesidad de que hubiera tutoría sobre los bienes.
But that there did need to be a person appointed or acting to receive the checks.
Pero que necesitaba haber una persona designada para recibir los cheques.
Yes, I think that's correct.
Creo que eso es correcto.
That's correct.
Eso es correcto.
All right.
Muy bien.
Is Blanca Aviles willing to serve as the person who receives and sends on the money for Angel?
Y Blanca Avilés es la persona que está dispuesta a recibir y enviar el dinero de Ángel.
Ma'am, you are muted.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Okay. Honor, I need to explain to you what the situation of the SSI it is, and I will send the money to fix the problem. It's a little long. I beg you, and I'm begging you to listen to me, please. It's very important for Angel's benefit. I called today SSI of Rockford, and they explained me why it's a lot of money. It's almost $6,000 that I owe. Let me say that in Spanish. I forgot. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay,
All right, and wait. Mr. Negron, if you had a chance to discuss this issue with your client, because I know you were in court elsewhere earlier.
Yes, I have. She texted me about it, Your Honor, about what the explanation of what's going on is.
Okay. Well, and so I guess let me ask you and ask the attorneys. And go ahead, Mr. Ramos.
Permítame preguntarle a usted y preguntarle a los abogados.
Is the situation where the government is asking for money to be paid back?
La situación donde el gobierno solicita que se le pague de regreso.
Will that affect Ms. Aviles's ability to be the person who receives the money for Angel?
Eso va a evitar la posibilidad de señora Avilés de recibir el dinero de donde lo está obteniendo.
Your Honor, I think because there's money owed, she may not be able to get the supplemental on his behalf as long as there's money owed.
Su señoría, pero creo que porque hay dinero que se debe, tal vez no vaya a poder recibir el dinero del seguro social que se debe.
I need to talk, please.
Necesito hablar, por favor.
Mr. Negron, do you need to call your client to testify to something?
Yes, if I could recall my client to testify as to the situation with the SSI.
Señor Negrón, si necesita usted volver a llamar a su cliente para... Sí, señor, su señoría, si pudiera llamarla para testificar acerca del SSI.
Okay.
Just briefly.
Brevemente.
Ms. Aviles, very briefly, can you, as shortly as possible, let the judge know what's going on with the SSI?
Señora Avilés, en la forma más breve, ¿pudiera usted explicarle al juez qué es lo que está pasando con el SSI?
Sí, trataré, pero es un poquito no tan largo. Okay.
Yes, I will try, but it's not very long.
Okay. Yo llamé a la oficina hoy, hablé y me explicaron por qué razón se debe ese dinero.
I called the office today and they explained to me why that money is owed.
La razón es que el señor Ignacio tuvo una cirugía el 20 de marzo del 2018 y el lapso desde ese marzo hasta el último cheque que él recibió de abril, ellos necesitan comprobantes, check stubs de abril 2018 a marzo 19.
And what happened is that the reason is that Mr. Ignacio had a surgery on March 20th, 2018. And during that time, when the last check was received was in April of 2018, from March, they need the check stubs for that.
Entonces, yo llevé los check stubs, los papeles de los doctores, pero el SSI no puso esos récords en la computadora.
So I took the check stubs and all the paperwork to the doctors, but the SSI didn't put all that in the computer, all those records.
Entonces, quieren verificar ellos que al verificar esos documentos con los check stubs y también con la segunda cirugía que él tuvo.
So they want to verify that, and also with the second surgery that he had.
Él no trabajó, se quedó sin trabajo y se puso en ese empleo.
Interpret clarification. ¿Se puso desempleo?
Lo corrieron y él se fue a desempleo.
Yes. He for that second surgery, after that, he stopped working, so he started unemployment.
Entonces, el SSI requiere los check stubs, los documentos de los doctores, los cheques de desempleo, para que le compruebe y de esa manera puedan quitar la deuda de Ángel. Si
So,
ellos
what the SSI wants is the check stubs, all the paperwork from the doctors, and the unemployment papers to take that loan or money.
Entonces, ellos van yo voy a hacer una cita para entregar todo por vía correo y también necesitan a Ángel en una revisión médica en Rockford porque el niño necesita verificar con sus doctores porque allá tiene los especialistas. Entonces, ellos me van a mandar.
So what I'm going to do is once I do that is I need to do that and I will get it done through the mail. And what happens is Angel needs a medical examination there in person in Rockford, which is where he has his doctors.
Entonces, los especialistas me van a mandar un formato para que yo se los lleve a los especialistas y lo llenen cuando le hagan el examen físico que requieren.
So the specialists are going to send me a form that is required. So when they do the examination, this form is required and I will deliver it to them.
Entonces, ellos van a hacer un review de todo, ¿cómo se dice? Van a verificar toda la información y ya de esto, ellos van a determinar exactamente cuánta cantidad se debe y él califica todavía y le quitarían al mes, él recuperaría sus beneficios y le quitarían el 10% de la cantidad que le toque recibir, pero él podría revolver a dar porque yo soy la principal.
So that after that, they will have a review and verify all that information. And based on that, they will make a determination in the amount which they would be taking out, which would be something around 10%. And from that, determine the amount of money that he will be receiving.
Okay. Y requiero que el señor Ignacio me facilite los documentos, los cheques de todo el proceso, todos los meses que recibió el desempleo hasta el día que Ángel cumplió 18 años, porque ese es el día que él ya no necesita el ingreso. Yo no tengo esta información.
So I need from Mr. Ignacio all the checks that he received from unemployment till the day Angel was 18 years old, because I don't have all that information, and that's what I need.
Para mandarlos por vía certificada a la oficina del Seguro Social y cuando ellos terminen con su verificación de todo, el proceso de Ángel va a ser más fácil porque aquí en Texas tomaría más de un año porque hay un año de lista de espera más o menos y en Rockford ya tienen su caso. Yo solicito que me permitan llegar a Ángel.
And this will all be done by certified mail, and I would then take all that information to the Social Security for verification, because here in Texas, there's a long waiting list of more than a year, and in Rockford, it's already done. I already have all that in line.
Entonces, le pido al juez que por favor me facilite llevar a Ángel a Rockford para que le hagan todo ese proceso al recibir yo las formas del correo del Seguro Social para que le hagan sus exámenes médicos a los que requiere el Seguro Social en cuanto a formato.
So I'm asking the judge, to give me for this process for Angel, to get all those forms, send them through the mail, and then take him to Rockford so they can do, all the process that is due.
Y yo regresaría a Ángel en cuanto termine el proceso para que él siga aquí con su papá.
And we'll then return Angel here once the process is finished, is done, so he can keep living here with his father.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Oh, wait.
Es muy importante que se haga eso para verificar, para solucionar el problema. No hay de otra forma. Eso fue lo que me dijeron en la oficina del Seguro Social. Y con la pandemia, el señor Ignacio no va a poder hacer ese trámite aquí para que él pueda seguir aclarando. Se tiene que aclarar
All right,
todo esto.
that's enough, ma'am.
That's sufficient. Yeah. And it is very important for that to be done because with the pandemic, it's it's been very difficult to be done. There's no other way to clear all that.
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Paso el testigo, su señoría.
Okay. I can't imagine that Angel would continue to be eligible for services through Rockford, Illinois, if he is a resident of Texas. And maybe I don't know. Is everybody in agreement with that though?
Y no me imagino que Ángel pueda seguir con los servicios del Seguro Social de Rockford, Illinois, pero no sé alguien más que esté de acuerdo.
I agree, Your Honor, because the letter that was sent where they actually cut off the benefits said that one of the reasons was because he was living in Texas and they won't provide benefits for a person living in Texas.
Y yo creo que sí, su señoría, porque la carta que enviaron para cortar sus beneficios era por el hecho de que estaba viviendo en Texas y mientras esté viviendo en Texas no va a poder recibir esos beneficios.
And Judge, my client handed me an interest list notification, which he just recently, either yesterday or today, or from Social Security, that he's on the list for with the Department of Aging and Disability Services. So he's on the list here in Texas.
Mi cliente me acaba de dar una lista muy interesante, aquí una notificación acerca del Seguro Social que ya está en la lista en el Departamento de Discapacidad y Edad.
And
what does that mean?
¿Y eso qué quiere decir?
Well, he started this process back in December, it appears, December 15, 2020. So I think it means that he's on the list to get on his benefits here in Texas.
Bueno, está en la lista desde diciembre 15 del 2020 y está en la lista para tener, para poder darle beneficios a Ángel aquí en Texas.
And has Ms. Aviles asked for any documents concerning unemployment or employment income for Mr. Castrejón?
Y la señora Avilés ha solicitado documentos de cheques de empleo o de desempleo.
No.
No.
Mr. Negron, is that your client's answer?
Esa es la respuesta de su cliente, señor Negrón.
Yes, I believe she's needing those documents in order to clear up the outstanding, that $6,000.
Sí.
That's not my question. Go ahead, sir.
Creo que necesita esos documentos para lo que es el saldo que se debe de los 6,000.
I understand she needs them. Has she asked Mr. Castrejón for them?
Yo entiendo que los necesita. Mi pregunta es si le ha pedido al señor Castrejón que los produzca.
I'm not sure, Your Honor. I'd have to ask her.
No estoy seguro, su señoría. Necesitaría preguntarle.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Aviles, have you asked for those unemployment checks that you needed? Have you actually asked for that from Mr. Castrejón?
Señora Avilés, ¿ha pedido usted esos recibos de cheque comprobantes a su esposo de desempleo? ¿Los ha pedido ya?
No, porque yo lo supe hasta el día de hoy que llamé, que yo necesitaba, porque no sabía cuál era el problema que tenía el Seguro Social. Para verificar esto, para arreglar esto, para que el señor pueda arreglar, si quiere pedirlo aquí, por mí no hay problema. Pero
permítame, señora Avilés. No, I did not, because it was not until today that I found out that I needed this, so the gentleman could fix the problem that he has here.
Entonces, para arreglar este problema, le pido al señor juez que se arregle primero el rojo. Si yo tengo la mitad de la custodia, el Seguro Social me va a dejar, porque yo ya tengo todo, el joint account, tengo todo para que yo me da una carta que yo soy la mitad de la custodia, el Seguro Social me va a permitir que yo tenga, porque eso yo lo pregunté.
Permítame. So, well, I'm asking Judge if I have everything all ready to go in Rockford. The Social Security would let me do it because I have half. If I have half of the custody, I can get in, and start with that process.
Y yo tengo la casa, vivo en Rockford, tengo la propiedad a mi nombre y está Ángel, que supuestamente, bueno, no vive allá, pero sí tengo la mitad. El seguro
And that's enough.
And I have the house, the property, which is under my name, and in Rockford, which Ángel can live there. Ya es suficiente eso.
Okay. I'm going to ask the attorneys to start drafting up what we have.
Les voy a pedir a los abogados que comiencen a escribir, a hacer de lo que ya tenemos hasta ahorita.
And part of what I am ordering to happen starting immediately
Y parte de lo que ya tenemos que comience inmediatamente
is for Ms. Aviles to let Mr. Castrejón know exactly what documents she needs for Illinois.
Y una de esas cosas es permitir que a la señora Avilés que le haga saber al señor Castrejón qué documentos necesita.
And for him to produce those copies immediately.
Y que él produzca esas copias inmediatamente.
Not so that Jesus can be Angel can be receiving money through Illinois, but so that the $5,000 the government is asking for will go away.
Y no tanto de que Ángel reciba el dinero de Illinois, sino acerca de que esos $6,000 ya se desaparezcan.
This was a very close decision.
Fue una decisión muy cerrada.
And I am ordering both parents
y le estoy ordenando a ambos padres
find a way to make this work for their child, for Angel.
Les estoy pidiendo a ambos padres que traten de encontrar una solución de poder solucionar esto por su hijo Ángel.
And not to come back to court trying to prove that it's the other parent's fault that it didn't work.
Y que traten de no regresar a la corte diciendo que fue la culpa del otro padre que no pudo solucionarse o trabajar.
Okay. So how long will it take the attorneys to type this up?
¿Y cuánto les tomará a los abogados escribir esto?
Mr. Cedillos, I think he froze.
About a week?
Como una semana.
Wait, that's a rough estimate, Your Honor. I mean, I might be able to have it to him by the end of the Thursday.
Es un estimado solamente, al final del jueves.
All right. I'm going to ask the attorneys to select a date for us to come back for entry.
Y le voy a pedir a los abogados que escojan una fecha para nosotros regresar para que sea de entrada.
But I want to emphasize to Ms. Aviles and Mr. Castrejón
Y quiero enfatizar al señor Castrejón y al señor Avilés
that while I think it would be better for them to work together for Angel,
que sabiendo que es mejor que ellos trabajen juntos, unidos por el bien de Ángel.
that if they cannot do that, I will have to decide whose fault that is.
Y que si no pueden hacer eso, yo voy a tener que decidir de quién es la culpa.
And I will have to pick one parent to be the sole ward.
Y voy a tener que pedirle o escoger a uno solo de los papás y pedirle que él sea el custodio.
Okay. So I'm going to ask the attorneys to confer and see if you can pick a date, any date, Monday through Friday, Monday through Thursday, when I have court will be fine.
Entonces les voy a pedir a los abogados que escojan cualquier día, de lunes a jueves, cualquier día que yo tenga corte.
And Judge, how do we draft the visitation? I think that was the other
Just
thing.
for 30 days in the summer.
Okay.
And
¿Y cómo,
go ahead.
¿Cómo hacemos lo de la visita? Solamente 30 días en el verano.
Alternate Thanksgiving, Christmas, spring break. But Ms. Avilas gets spring break this year, even if it's not her year, because she has not been seen on health.
Y lo que es Acción de Gracias, Navidad, Spring Break, todo eso va a estar alternado, pero la señora Áviles este año tiene Navidad, aunque no haya sido su año.
Okay. So do the attorneys need a breakout room to talk about dates, or do you just want to talk right there?
¿Y los abogados necesitan un cuarto por separado o pueden hablar ahí?
We can talk right here, Your Honor.
Aquí,
Go ahead.
aquí lo podemos hacer, su señoría.
Dominic, I'm always available here in Wilson County.
Okay. How about March the 10th? I don't have anything. I don't have anything next week. I've got trials every day that week, but I have something March the 10th.
Are you available, Your Honor?
Anytime. I'll be here. So is that the date we want, the 10th?
March
Yeah.
10th.
Okay. All right.
Esa es
So
la
I will
fecha.
set this for the 10th.
Voy a hacer esto, programarlo para el 10 de marzo.
And I'll ask Mr. Ramos to be available, or someone with him.
Yes, sir.
Anything else we need to do right now?
I
All
don't
right. I will ask Ms. Poppy to go ahead and end the meeting.
Le voy a pedir a la señora Papi que termine la audiencia.